Hi everyone, welcome to chemistry session. So today we are going to discussing a new chapter that is about chemical reactions and equations. So chemical reactions and equations. So before going to uh, uh, discussing about this chapter, we have to learn uh, types of changes. So actually two types of changes are there. First one is physical change. Okay, first one is physical change, and second one is chemical change. Physical change, and the second one is chemical change. So chemical change. So what is physical change? What is physical change? So physical change is nothing but a change in the specific property of the substance, like size, shape, texture, color. Okay. So that is called physical change. A change in the specific property of the substance, like size, color, texture, shape. Okay, is called physical change. This one, physical change. Example, for example, if you take an ice cube. Okay, from deep refrigerator, if you take an ice cube, when you put on a dining table, what will happen? It changes to water. Okay, again again the water, when you put in a deep refrigerator, change into ice. So here ice changes to water, water changes to ice. So in physical change, is a reversible change. Physical change is a reversible change. So physical change is a reversible change. So that's why ice changes to water, water changes to ice. For example, attracting an iron nail by a magnet, that is also a physical change. So many examples are there for physical change. So that is about physical change. Next we are going to discussing about chemical change. So chemical change. So what is the definition for chemical change? A change in the specific property of the substance, like size, color, texture. Along with that, change in the chemical composition also takes place in chemical change. So for example, a burning paper. So for example, if you take a white paper, when you burn it, so you will get a black ash. So that is an example for chemical change. So many examples are there. Souring of milk, when we are adding some amount of curd to milk, it changes to sat curd. So that is a chemical change. Digestion of food, our respiration, rusting of iron, burning of crackers, burning fuels. So many examples are there for chemical change. So this is about mainly two types of changes. So first one physical change, and the second one chemical change. Uh, Now we are going to discussing about so uh, one activity, in this activity, uh, activity 1. Okay, in this activity 1, in this activity we have to take some amount of sodium sulfate. Sodium sulfate look like a sugar. When we dissolved in water, the resulting solution we are call it as sodium sulfate, aqueous sodium sulfate solution. So what is the meaning of aqueous? Aqueous are nothing but if any chemical substance, when it is dissolved in water, the resulting solution we are call it as aqueous sodium sulfate solution. So we have to take some amount of sodium sulfate. So I will write sodium sulfate. So some amount of sodium sulfate I dissolved in water. The resulting solution we are call it as aqueous sodium sulfate. So in a shorter form we are writing AQ. In the same way, we have to take barium chloride in another test tube. Okay, one test tube we have to take sodium sulfate. In another test tube we have to take barium sulfate. Sorry, barium chloride. Barium chloride. So barium chloride also is a salt. It's look like a salt. When we dissolve it in water, the resulting solution is aqueous barium chloride solution. Aqueous barium chloride solution. Now uh, means separately we dissolve this salt in two test tubes. Okay, so after dissolving the respective salts in the water which are uh, colorless clear liquid, okay, which are colorless means in test tube 1 it is a it contains sodium sulfate, dissolved sodium sulfate. In test tube 2 which contains barium chloride. So individually we have to prepare the solution. Okay, after mixing these two solution we will get barium sulfate. What is that? Barium sulfate. Barium sulfate. And and one more product is sodium chloride. Sodium chloride also formed in the test tube. Sodium chloride. Sodium chloride. Whatever it may be. Here we prepared sodium sulfate solution, one test tube, barium chloride solution in another test tube. So both we are mixing. Immediately we are getting white color precipitate. Generally, what are the precipitates formed in the chemical reaction? We are downward arrow. We are representing with the downward arrow. Why? Because precipitate is nothing but a insoluble substance. Okay, it is formed during a chemical reaction between the reactants. So whatever it may be, so barium sulfate is formed. So whatever the activity we done in the laboratory, we are writing in a shorter form by using its a chemical name. So this equation we can call it as Ward equation. What we are call it as? This equation we are call it as Ward equation. Why we are call it as Ward equation? We are here whatever the activity description we are writing in a shorter form by using chemical names. So that's why this is called Ward equation. This is called Ward equation. In the same way, in the place of their chemical names, we can write their chemical formulas also. For example, sodium sulfate formula Na2SO4. Okay, sodium sulfate formula Na2SO4. Actually, in chemistry, what are the chemical substance which contains one chemical formula? Okay, already designed. So we have to know the chemical formula. So sodium sulfate chemical formula Na2SO4. So I already told what about AQ? AQ is the shorter form of aqueous. Aqueous means sodium sulfate. When we dissolve it in the water, the resulting solution we are called as aqueous. Next, here the second substance we taken, that is called barium chloride. That is called barium chloride, aqueous barium chloride. So here we are changing chemical name to chemical formula. So here barium sulfate formula BaSO4. Okay, barium sulfate formula BaSO4. We are representing with the downward arrow. And sodium chloride formula we know very well. Well known salt, that is NaCl. NaCl is a salt we are using to enhance the food taste of the food material and to preserve the pickles also. We are using. Okay, so what about this? This is an activity actually we have to done in a lab. So in one test tube we have to take sodium sulfate, in another test tube we have to take barium chloride. So both are colorless liquids. Okay, when we add to one another, when we add to one another, a white color precipitate is formed. So white color precipitate is nothing but insoluble substance. Insoluble substance is formed during a chemical reaction. So listen. So this is called chemical equation. This is what chemical equation. Why do we call it as it is a chemical equation? Chemical, shortly I am writing chemical equation. So the above equation is Bode equation. This is a chemical equation. Bode equation is nothing but just we wrote the equation with the chemical names of the reactants and products. So here chemical equation we written with the chemical formula of the reactants and products. So what are reactants, what are products? See here, what are the substances which are participating, which are going to participating in the chemical reaction. These two are going to participate in the chemical reaction. So after participating the reaction, whatever the new substances are formed here, those we are call it as products. Those we are call it as products. So we are placing an arrow between the reactants and product. See here, when we are reading a chemical reaction, we are reading this arrow gives rise to, like this, gives rise to means Na2SO4 plus BaCl2 gives rise to BaSO4 plus NaCl, like that we are reading. Okay, so I told about reactants and products. So reactants are nothing but the substances which are going to participate in the chemical reaction. Those are called reactants. The substances which are formed after the chemical reaction, newly substances are formed after the chemical reaction. Those we are call it as products. Here an arrow mark placed between the reactants and product. So here arrow mark always shows the direction of the reaction. Always shows the direction of the reaction. If two or more reactants or two or more products present in the equation, we are indicating with plus symbol. Means అంటే ఒక రియాక్షన్లో ఒకటి కానీ అంతకంటే ఎక్కువ కానీ రియాక్టెంట్స్ కనుక ఉంటే దాన్ని ప్లస్ సైన్తో రిప్రజెంట్ చేస్తాం అన్నమాట. ప్లస్ సైన్, ఇలా ప్లస్ సైన్తో. సో this is about Bode equation and chemical equation. Whatever the activity description we are writing with Bode equation. So here in the chemical equation, whatever the chemical names of the substances in their place, I wrote chemical formula. Chemical formula tells about what? Chemical formula which is made up of with symbols of an element and their subscript number. What is the subscript number? See here, 2 is the subscript number of sodium. Okay, 4 is the subscript number of oxygen. So this subscript number tells about number of atoms. 2 sodium atoms are involving, 4 oxygen atoms are involving. For example, sulfur does not have any subscript number. Then we have to understood the subscript number is 1. Okay, if an atom in the chemical formula there is no subscript number, we have to understand that is 1 atom. So like that. So chemical formula which is tells about symbols of an element and subscript number. So in the chemical equation we are writing with chemical formula.